I followed my girlfriend into a place she swore she had never been, so I let her believe she had successfully erased me. My name is Callum, and for a long time I thought love meant trusting someone even when your instincts begged you to stop. When I met Sienna, she felt like peace. She spoke softly, listened closely, and looked at me like I was the only person in the room. I believed loyalty was mutual because I offered it without conditions. I had no idea that while I was building trust, she was quietly hiding a version of herself I was never meant to meet. Karma was already circling. Even then, our relationship felt effortless at first. We shared routines, inside jokes, and long conversations that made time feel optional. Sienna used to reassure me constantly, telling me I was safe with her. Whenever doubt crossed my mind, she brushed it away with affection. Ich felt schützen. Ich felt secure. Love has a way of making you believe comfort is the same as truth. Justice, however, waits until comfort becomes blindness. Things began to change in ways that were easy to dismiss. Sienna started protecting her time more fiercely. She would grow distant for stretches, then return warmer than before, as if balance could erase absence. When I asked questions, she laughed gently and told me I was insecure. She said I was imagining shadows where none existed. I wanted to believe her because believing her meant I didn't have to confront the fear growing inside me. But karma does not disappear just because it is ignored. The more she accused me of insecurity, the quieter I became. I noticed how defensive she grew over simple things, how certain names made her tense, how her stories shifted slightly when repeated. I felt like I was standing outside my own relationship, watching it from a distance. Still, I stayed. Denial is a powerful sedative. Justice does not need permission to wake you up. The truth revealed itself when I stopped asking and started observing. One night, I followed a feeling instead of a promise. I watched Sienna meet Julian with familiarity that didn't belong to strangers. They moved like people who shared secrets. The sight didn't shock me. It clarified me. My chest felt heavy, but my mind felt sharp. Betrayal loses its power the moment you stop arguing with reality. I didn't confront her. I let her continue believing her performance was flawless. She kept telling me I was paranoid while slowly pulling away, preparing for a future where I was nothing but a memory she could rewrite. What I didn't realize was that I had already rewritten myself. Revenge does not always require confrontation. Sometimes it only requires silence at the right moment. I began to withdraw everything she relied on. My reassurance, my availability, my emotional consistency. I stopped filling the gaps she created. When she finally decided to leave, she expected tears, confusion, maybe even guilt. Instead, she found calm. Julian vanished when her emotional weight became real. She reached out too late, realizing that her plan had left her alone. Watching her face the consequences of her choices was more satisfying than anger ever could be. Karma doesn't punish loudly. It educates thoroughly. I walked away stronger, no longer questioning my instincts or my worth. I learned that being called insecure is often a defense used by those hiding guilt. Trust your intuition. Truth always surfaces, and betrayal always collapses under its own weight. Karma never misses, and justice arrives when you stop chasing answers and start choosing yourself. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more real-life stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation.